Again.
Try again.
You got it.
You got it?
You got this.
I don't know,
You're almost done,
just
Shane.
waiting for the stupid stream health to actually look halfway decent. Just trying to get it to do stuff. Don't make
Air.
it do.
I need.
What?
What?
I'm looking for my stylist for my hair because it's not working for me right now. Why am I watching 10 insane law enforcement vehicles now? Where did this come from?
Come again?
Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't know.
There it is. Can't believe I couldn't find it. Stay away. I like that song.
Stay away and listen.
Sing it. I don't know if I remember that one.
Can we do this? Shane, is this gonna do copyright? Should I stop this?
Oh boy. You're probably fine.
Shane, Lars Ulrich's going to show up at your front doorstep.
I don't know this one.
Sounds like something would be in like the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yeah. If I want to play too much of it, it could be a copyright thing.
There you go.
Especially if it's on YouTube and especially if we're live. Yeah, I know.
Excerpt.
For some reason, it was in my head for a while, so yeah.
Is it YouTube? Is what's going on with the Facebook? Dicker Derbs.
Dicker Derbs. Yes, Twitter is doing something live with the Academy Awards ceremony.
All right, seeing as how this is being dumb, I'm gonna try one more.
See,
Ulmers do.
I know that's dumb.
Two from the famous Ulmers.
I like that. That's one of my favorite.
Ulmers.
There we go.
Do
maybe.
Yeah.
Tell them or do. Shut up, Shane.
So if you put Tullamore Dew with Mountain Dew, would that drink be called Doo-Doo?
Yeah. It might be.
I thought there was some kind of, well, it wasn't called doo-doo, but I thought there was something out there like that.
You guys want some of these doo-doo bombs?
I think
Doo-doo.
Here, I'm testing the audio real quick.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
There was something out there like that.
Did I do it, Shane?
You did a great job. All right, stream health is good finally.
Yeah, look at you with your health.
Yeah, health.
I don't know. I'm sorry, foolish.
Yeah.
Good for you, girlfriend.
Yeah, good for you, girlfriend. Wait, what?
Let's see. What do we're looking for?
No, I don't want to.
I was so excited to
How do I stop this?
recognize.
Say what?
Gary Oldman. Oh, he's big. He might win.
Top. Oh, that's right. We gotta actually push it. That's why it wasn't showing up. I actually gotta push the thing live again.
I do like Gary Oldman. He's a good guy.
He is, yeah.
Seems like he. Seems like.
What's the guy he's playing now?
He was doing Churchill.
That's right.
I'm
Winston Churchill.
What? What was it? Oh, the something hour. What was the name of the movie?
Final Hour or something? Final Hour? No?
Final Hour?
Final Destination?
Final Destination. I actually like those movies. Darkest Hour. It was
Darkest Hour. There you go. Boom.
I haven't seen it. It's probably gonna.
Eye of the Tiger. What?
I wonder. I know my dad likes everything too, so I'm sure he will. It kind of got a little crazy with the Final Destination after a while. I mean, they're just looking for creative ways to kill people in a weird way.
See.
But the first one I thought was really good. Second one was all right. After that, we're getting a little crazy. I did see them though, so there's something to be said about that, I guess.
If you made a movie called Darkest Hour, like how would you make a second one? That'd be kind of a tough title, like Darker Than the Darkest Hour.
That's right.
You just go right to just black hour.
What if you just put ER at the end or darker? darker hour.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Ooh.
I'm talking about Beauty and the Beast with Hermione.
Should I take you guys or no?
Emma Watson?
Yeah.
Do you
It
guys
was okay? It's on Netflix, I think.
Do you guys want me to tag you on Facebook or no? Or just...
I don't
Yeah,
care.
you can if you want. You can take me anywhere you want.
Do you always tag us or do you never tag us?
Not usually.
Can't believe you never tag
Let's
us.
let's share this stuff with the world. And then I'll put it on. I'll figure out a way to put something on Instagram. Tell people to go follow it. Here's where you find it.
Oh my God! This is
how
the future.
Follow it.
This is the future. It's now. Oh my God! InstaChat and the dick pics and all that stuff.
Hey, you know what though? This
Or
is
is
the
that the
future.
other? Is that the Snapchat or InstaChat? I don't remember.
If you had told me 10 years ago the future would be dick pics, I would have called you crazy.
I would have too. I don't know. And then and they try to make it so the dick pics stay private. So you have 10 seconds to view a picture, and then it goes bye bye unless you do the print screen. But then the person knows you did a print screen.
Right.
The heck are you guys talking about?
Talking about dick pics. What is that? Hello.
What is that?
What's it do? It's Cat. Mr. Whiskers. Oh, Mr. Whiskers.
Uh-oh. Why is Tony... Oh, I gotta update Tony's video quick. There we go.
Uh-oh. How do you update my video?
I just hit a button, thankfully.
Wow. You hit a button and it transforms my graphics card into something a lot better?
Sure.
That's the future right there. Boom.
I guess. Did you catch the subtitles,
That
Tony?
computer's cattywampus.
Actually, no, I'm not. The subtitles of what? I don't see anything.
Of the video. No, you didn't see him?
We got Gary Oldman talking about the darkest hour now.
Oh, is
Look
he?
at you. Mm-hmm.
Is the YouTube thing is looping, right?
Is it looping?
Yeah, like I'm watching it on YouTube and I see my face real close up in that camera again. Real close, like.
What's his name? What's your cat's name?
It's Mike's cat, Jack.
Oh, it's Mike's cat. Oh yeah, that's right. Are you at Mike's still?
Cat's an interesting name for that
What's
cat.
he doing? Is he around too?
He's playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 right now.
Ooh.
C.
Sounds nice.
See. All right.
Unfortunately, this doesn't have a back-facing camera because the whole bezel is metal, so I can't really.
That's alright. I had the first Star Wars. It was alright. I get sick of those games fast, I think.
The very
It's hard for me to play
Star
video
Wars.
games anymore. I'm just
Yeah.
rather go code.
Yeah.
I'm coding. All right. Well, I suppose for to account for the Academy Awards, we should maybe. I don't know. I guess people are going to be watching that anyway. But I guess we can go ahead and get started, huh?
Sure.
Sure. Let's do it. Yeah. What do you think?
Let's create something magical to share then for the people that aren't able to make it because they're watching.
That's a good point. All
I
right.
do want to see this Darkest Hour now. This was quite good.
I mean, we would have been at like 5,000 viewers, but we'll settle.
I know.
'cause we
Sorry, Shane. Oh wait.
We know they're on.
You know, if you still have your activity monitor open, that does take up resources too.
No,
So shut that down.
I don't think I do.
Shut it down.
Task
No,
manager
we're
will make
We're-
your computer stop
We're in
working.
good shape. We're only like
That's what
a little more than
yeah.
50% CPU now with this. So.
All right.
All right. So.
Win.
Yeah, I think I got the date right. Yep. Okay, and in 3,
Oh, put
two.
your video up, Shane.
What?
I mean, I don't see you unless that's.
Yeah,
why.
I only see Tony, but
I only see. Yeah, I only see Dave. I don't know if you want your video up or not, or if that's the reason you're going that way.
it just there it is. Hey.
If you guys want to see me, I suppose. Let's make sure that doesn't
Like, is that
affect the
more?
video.
No, but does that screw up your?
yeah,
your
I'm
settings, though?
waiting to find out.
You know.
All right, deal. I don't know. I mean, if it does,
Oh,
then it'll
wait,
just
it
be.
actually-
Oh, what?
it
Is it
actually
Oreos?
does.
Oh my gosh, guys. Sorry. Oreos?
Mhm.
They are vegan.
Nice.
Hey, you sold me a Tell 'em or Do. I loved it. You're drinking it. I'm assuming it's vegan. That means I also like vegan food.
There you go.
Does that
Yeah,
make sense?
they are.
Although you're eating Oreos, and that's vegan.
Mike bought these, yeah. I just saw them, I was like, what is that? mean, definitely not organic and probably 100% GMO, but choose your battle sometimes.
That's true. I suppose choose your battle. Yeah, that's okay.
Well, I turned my video off because I did affect it.
I'll wait.
But
it did. All right. Do we all do it? Is it just going to be us on the?
No,
video
you guys
stream,
are fine.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on there.
Okay.
You guys just can't see me for now.
All right, that's fine. Whatever you're thinking.
I got. You guys empty? You guys are.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, go for it. We can fill up. Hey, what are you drinking? Or you want to save it till we can save it?
Yeah, we can save it. I
like your AV desk. That looks cool.
I'm trying to remember where the line was. It's up to that line, I think.
Dang, is that me?
There? Seems good. No, that's Mike's phone.
Hey, Mike. You guys still playing the Heroes of the Storm? Holla.
Holler.
A little bit.
Ooh, God, I can't have one of those. The times I've gotten one of those bottles in my house, it hasn't lasted longer than a week. I would say longer than 5 days, really. Yeah,
really?
Every night I have some, and it does end. Well, that's what sucks about it, that it ends, but I love it.
This really cool, awesome lady I know told me about this brand called Oban. Oban, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he named his dog after.
I don't think it's spelled the same.
Wait, no, the guy named his dog?
He named his dog after the Scotch or whiskey or whatever it is. Yeah.
Wait, who did?
Matt.
He named it after the Scotch?
Yeah.
Are you serious? I didn't know that.
Isn't it whiskey?
Yeah. I think it's a whiskey, but it might be a Scotch.
Did
they go to Scotland or something?
Yeah, it's an island. Single malt island. I learned that too. Island means it comes from those islands.
Well, I knew that part. I guess.
Not from Hawaii. Maybe you thought that whiskey came from Hawaii, but it's not those islands.
Did it come from Hawaii? I wonder if there's whiskey that comes from Hawaii.
All right, we're ready to go.
I'd try it, but it'd probably not. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's go.
All right, in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that didn't work for some reason.
I gotta get some of that Oban whiskey now.
Yeah, I've been looking online at it. I saw some that looked pretty good. Discounted places of alcohol didn't have that.
They don't have it?
Oh. No.
Where the heck is the volume on this thing?
Where did they get it? Now I feel like I really want to try it now. It's hard to get.
Come on.
I'm probably gonna get one soon. Maybe the 20-year didn't seem too expensive. Like, you figure you're not, you're doing like a 2-ounce pour probably per sit down.
Yeah.
And my vegan blood can only handle maybe 2.
All right, now it's working.
All right.
All right, in 3, 2, 1.
Tech Bees.
Greetings and welcome back to Techies, the podcast. The podcast about simplifying our lives one gadget at a time. This is episode number 78 for Sunday, March 4th, 2018. I'm Shane, and once again we have here Tony.
Hello, hello.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much. Wait for that good weather to come. I'm looking for it to be summer again or spring.
Yeah, when is that again?
A long time.
We got at least one more snow day possibly here.
Probably.
I mean, not
at least one more good amount of accumulation where I probably have to shovel, but I'm guessing it. Maybe not. It's been the last couple of weeks have been pretty warm, so I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been halfway decent. Well, yeah. So once again, we have a returning guest, David Sowell. David, what is going on, man?
Not much. I'm right there with Tony. I'm waiting for this nice weather to come. My birthday's in 7 days, which just so happens to be daylight savings time.
Also
So,
happens to be one.
The days get longer. Huh. Imagine that. More time to do stuff now, right?
True.
Yeah.
One Gregorian week, I believe.
Yeah.
Now when people leave work, it's not dark outside,
Yeah.
which is nice too.
Yeah, very true. Well, let's start with you there, Dave. What are you consuming in the way of beverages this evening?
Whiskey on the Rocks is just Tullamore Dew, triple distilled.
Nice. How is it? Is it good?
I like it. For a while there, whiskey was kind of like one of those where even the smell of it is just not. I think I told you guys about that. Back in the day, I don't know why I did it, but I put a few shots of Maker's Mark into a pitcher of PBR.
Oh wow!
And drank it, and I couldn't drink whiskey anymore after that. But now it's grown on me. So
nice.
I do like that.
Great.
Well, Tony and I were recently we were mixing our champagne with our High Life the other day, right? Or no, it wasn't High Life.
Yeah, we were.
It wasn't actually High Life. It was, although ideally it would have been a champagne of beer and champagne, but it was just a Coors. So, but it was good.
I think that was better than High Life. I'm not a big fan of High Life. The champagne and beers, actually, I'm not a big fan of. But making your own or adding champagne to Coors, like, boom.
Yeah,
no complaints here.
The higher life.
Yes, that's right.
True story.
That's right.
Tony,
what are you drinking, Shane?
Well, we don't have to start with me, but all right.
We didn't. We started with Dave.
True.
You did ask about me though, but I'm having red wine right now. I'm having some Shiraz,
and I'm also having some red wine, but of the Pinot Noir variety.
Nice.
Yep. And then I got some water and some coffee over here too. So
that's right. Because
I can never have
beverages minimum. That's you.
It is a three drink minimum.
That's right. Good stuff.
Wow. Yeah. Great stuff. Yeah. Great stuff. All right.
Apple juice.
Without further ado.
News.
Well, normally I would dive right in here, but I feel like I should at least offer our guest the opportunity of going first. Should he choose?
I appreciate that. Sure, why not? Let's do that. I like being bold.
Nice.
So this actually caught my attention. It's a source of information that I generally work with called Search Engine Land. Which pretty much is majority things about search engines. However, they do have some sections that still kind of dig into other realms of technology. And this one in particular was about smart speakers, their ownership, and basically how the ownership of smart speakers is taking time away from smartphones, TV, and radio. Now, most people ask, well, how do they know this? Where did they get the information from? And in mid-2017, they had done a survey, and this was really, like I said, U.S. smart speaker ownership. How many people own it, how much time they're spending on it, try to really dig in. The study suggests that there are about 40 million devices in U.S. homes today, which is pretty good. This survey was conducted in two parts. They had an online and by telephone. So they made it pretty easy to acquire a lot of good data. One of the primary findings they found was that smart speaker ownership had triggered smart home appliance and fixture purchases. This was almost like a gateway to like additional revenue for these businesses.
Gateway
to not
appliance,
only,
nice.
What? Yeah. They would just kind of bring it in and say, oh, well, how can we add more? Obviously growing the product portfolio was made pretty easy once they were acquiring all the money and revenue from these products. Now, they did say nearly 40% from the survey, 40% of the survey respondents also said that they plan to buy additional devices, whether that is, the additional speakers that hook up, or if it's the lights or sensors, or really any of the, it's kind of a multifaceted like I said, a product portfolio that ties into these smart speakers. And not to mention too, like if you've had one or if you've used one, initially it seems kind of silly, like I don't know if how I would use this thing. But as you start to use it for certain things, you do realize very quickly the value it provides, as well as the fun it provides. I mean, like I said, just as they'd mentioned, it's taking people away from smartphones, TV, and radio. And really, there's a reason why they know what they're building. I think some of the games you can ask Alexa. I know was it the 20 Animal Game or 21 Questions? I believe was one of the games. Do you guys remember?
Oh yeah, like trying to guess. Wait, what was it? You try to guess an animal, or try to guess if it's. Yeah, I can't remember exactly, but it was kind of cool. She was smart about it, though.
I gotta try that now.
It was a type of animal you tried to guess. Is that kind of what it was?
I think she did 20 questions to figure out what animal you were thinking of.
She was really smart about it, though. Seemed like.
And if you try to guess something that's not real, it just won't work. I tried it. Loch Ness Monster, she's not going to guess that. Just trust me.
Wait, it's not real? That's not real?
Yeah, apparently. I thought it was, but now Alexa can't figure it out, so I'm like, well, it must not be real. She doesn't know.
It does remind me of the video I saw recently. Somebody had like actual footage of the Loch Ness Monster, and then it's like somebody slowly brings up like a hand puppet of one or something.
They always get you good with those.
They get you good.
And then one of the other things I was kind of interested in said out of total population of people that are above the age of 18, Amazon Alexa made up 11% of those people were using Amazon Alexa, and 4% were using Google Home, which granted there's kind of a gap there, 11% to 4. However, like you guys have mentioned earlier, with Google being late to the game, I feel that they're just kind of in the infancy of that realm. And I wouldn't be surprised if they close that gap in the next 5 years with newer technology coming out that associates with these smart speakers. Sorry. Also, a few other things. There was a range of findings in the market around purchase behavior. So how many bought items using the devices and what they actually purchased. But whatever study you would look at, you'll find that the users are buying things and also researching these products through these devices. So according to the survey, respondents would say they have, add an item to their cart so they could review it for later purchase, 31% were using it for that. Research an item they might want to purchase, 29%. Reordered an item they have previously purchased, 22%. So that actually goes into from a business standpoint of remarketing campaigns. So it's going to make sense to really try to get that going as quick as you can as a business. Ordered a new product that they have not previously purchased, 22%. And another important finding for marketers is that 43% of smart speaker owners would be interested in using skills from companies or brands they follow on social media. So once again, from a business standpoint, remarketing doesn't just stop at the computer and the cell phone. It continues into the smart radio. So very interesting stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy that it's the same percentage of ordering new versus reordering too. It's good deal of business there.
That's true.
One thing I was kind of curious about, right, is and I don't even know half the time know what to refer to like Echo like devices as, right? Because so Amazon Alexa is the actual personal assistant, right? I guess that's how you would lump, because they have multiple different devices now, and that's just kind of a way to talk about their really just the voice essentially of of those devices and the brains, more or less, right?
Yeah.
But then like Google Home, is there another name? Is there a separate name for the assistant itself? I know it's sort of semantics here, but the assistant versus the device, are either of you aware of what? I feel like Google's has a separate name, doesn't it? Or am I wrong about that? Is it like they call Google, it Hey Google? Well, you don't want to say it, but
they got Google Home Mini. I don't know if that
maybe they do just call it the same thing. Hey,
Yeah,
Your actual
Google. Get the
assistant.
Google Assistant would work on phones, speakers, wearables, laptops, TVs, cars, and smart displays. So it wouldn't be only specific to the
Right.
speaker.
Right.
Mhm.
But so it
With
maybe
it,
it's just
yeah, Google Home Max. I don't know.
Well, they-
if you're looking at the device name versus what you say is like
yeah,
the service, kind of.
right. Yeah, well, I think that
Ac-
you mentioned something about Google Assistant. Did they say Google Assistant, or is that just kind of a generic sort of way of referring to it? I guess I'm not too sure.
I
But
think it's a generic way to. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's really just when you say "Okay, Google," that
Yeah.
is Google Assistant in
Yeah.
Android.
Yeah.
We're sorry if we're setting off anyone's devices
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
But it's not like an official an official name for it. It sounds like, but
See, this is where you guys should be selling T-shirts, and then you say it real loud. Like you don't want to say, "Hey Alexa, order 1,000 of Techies T-shirts."
ooh,
Okay.
yeah, there you
That's
go.
right.
Sneaky,
right.
sneaky.
So, but yeah, I thought that was interesting, and it really shows that there's other avenues to really start looking at as far as kind of increasing the tech value within your own home, but also from like a business standpoint, how you can tailor your marketing strategy to other avenues that your demographic is using now. So it's a pretty purposeful article, I would say.
Nice. Cool. Cool, man. Tony, did you have any follow up questions for Sir David?
No, I don't think so. But yeah, it's interesting to see like how, I guess, that Amazon Echo has, they were kind of quicker to the market and how much more. I mean, even 11% versus what you said with Google was 4, I think. I mean,
Right.
it's kind of low right now, but I do see. I mean, I suppose as the years go on, I do see Google going up. I see Amazon definitely going up, and maybe Apple. I don't know. Yeah, that's too pretty new, and I don't know. I really don't. I don't think they're trying to be more smart speaker. They're trying to be more maybe with music. I think in a way, but
Right.
It'll be interesting to see.
One thing that was within the article that maybe speaks to that is they were stating that Amazon had about a 70 to 75% market share. So though yes, we look at 11% of the total population. Really, when you look at like what it's making up of it, yeah, they own a large part. Now Google itself says that its assistant, which Shane was just mentioning, is now on 400 million devices globally. Though most of this is on smartphones.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
Sure.
that's
But
okay Google and.
And it's interesting. I don't know if you guys remember last year CES. I know Amazon was all over the board with putting their Echo device. I don't want to say the term, but in all these different speakers, not just theirs, but in all these other in all the other hardware. And then this year's was all Google, so they're kind of really following in a way. So I do see Google definitely coming up in this market as time goes on. And it'll be interesting to see what next year does. But yeah, I have a couple Echo things, I should say, and different things from lights to the thermos. I mean, it is convenient. I get that. If you first have one and you don't really know what to do with it, though, I can see how it can be a novelty and it'll kind of maybe wear off after a while. But I mean, if you feel like getting lights and doing things with lights, at least at the beginning part of it, I think that can kind of get people into it if you're looking for it too. But yeah, all good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good.
Very nice. So Tony, should we go in reverse order today as long as we're changing things up? Sweet.
We can. All right. Yeah, my article is from Engadget, and it's Apple might offer lower cost MacBook Air in spring. And I don't know. I'm an Apple person, but I try not to find I try not to look for Apple stuff out of the get-go all the time. So, and I felt like it's been a while since I've done something with Apple, so I try to keep it well-rounded. But right now I'm doing something with Apple.
Nice.
And looking to see what they come out with this year, and this looks to be one of the first things that might happen. And it's the MacBook Air. which it looks like it hasn't been updated in a while. They do talk about it being just the innards in June of 2017. And by innards, I just mean maybe got a spec bump for the different hardware.
Oh.
But the design has largely been untouched for a while now. And I don't know if you remember, but I think it was 09 or 010.
He still says
when it first, yes, that's right. There's an O before it. Anyway, when it first came out, and Steve Jobs did take that out of one of those legal envelopes or whatever, those legal and just showed off what it was. And I don't even think it was the 11-inch. I think it was the 13-inch that he showed off, but it might have been
14. It was a 14-inch. I think it was legal. 14 by 11.
You had to fit it in the envelope, but I mean that's when everyone was blown away by how thin it was, and not to downgrade it at all, because the word I'm going to use kind of I think sounds bad, but the netbooks, I think he was trying to market those, and I know that netbooks were kind of like the cheaper end, Windows, maybe even not necessarily like a full version of Windows like on those at the time, but like kind of a budget kind of PC without an optical drive. It might have had a solid-state drive, but it probably didn't have much storage. But this is what MacBook or Apple's version of what they were going to do to compete with it back then was. And yeah, it was good for a long time. I didn't know I had an 11-inch. What was that? 2009 or 10, Shane? Do you remember? I think I ordered it at your place on my phone at the time. I'm like, I'm going to do this.
Who orders a laptop on their cell phone? That's ridiculous.
I know, right? I ordered it on my iPhone, right?
Sure,
anyway, I had it for a while, and I'm like, this is not bad, but it's like, all right, it's an 11-inch. It's kind of crappy. I'm using it almost as a gaming PC in a way, but I think the speed of the solid-state drive or the flash drive on it was okay. Obviously, it didn't have the best graphics. But anyway, in 2016, they actually discontinued the 11-inch, and they just, from then on now, they just kept the 13-inch going. Anyway, this article kind of goes by, they talk about KGI analyst Minji Kuo, which has got a really good track record of different Apple leaks and rumors and any kind of thing coming up. And whenever I hear that name, I'm like, all right, this is going to be legitimate.
Great track record of getting the information from people illegally, essentially.
Yes. I mean, I don't think there's anything illegal about it, but I
well,
hear
not
for
them, no.
Whenever there's rumors or whatever, but
just whoever they're getting the info from. That's all.
Yes. Well, KGI is the info, right? There's where they're getting it from. It's analysts. Yeah. Well, anyway, they're claiming that they're
called leak for a reason
with lower price this spring, and we'll see if that does come. Again, I don't necessarily like to do stuff that doesn't come out, but This does seem like it's a little bit more credible than the average rumor, so I kind of went with it for now. But the details are scarce right now, and then they kind of go with the last what I said before was
Jedi.
The last spec update was in June of 2017. But I think they still didn't really. They still had an older CPU at the time with the spec update. Let's get the spec bump. The design really hasn't changed much, but they're thinking that because of the current vulnerabilities with Meltdown and Spectrum, jeez, I know, right? With the CPUs issues with Intel, that they might actually do something different this time around with that. And another thing is, it is one of their only few laptops that has USB-A. So if they are going to keep this going on, I think they're going to go the route of everyone else in the Apple MacBook or MacBook Pro lineup and go to USB-C. And also they also have one of the older displays of 1440 by 900, and the newer laptops have at least 1080p. And I kind of thought that the 12-inch that came out not too long ago, which is just a MacBook, not a MacBook Pro or a MacBook Air, just MacBook. I thought that was going to take the place because it is lighter, it's sleeker, but a lot of people kind of have maybe some hang-ups because it is pricier. I think it's $12.99 or $13.99 starting, and you are getting less. I mean, there's a performance hit with that. You're not getting much with it. It's mostly for I think people just traveling and wanting something light, and there's one USB-C port on it, which I don't know. I mean, yeah, if you've got the laptop, I know Apple's mostly going with just everything's going to be wireless. You just need the one, and it's for power for the most part. But you can get your your different hubs or whatever if you need to. But I could see why people might still want to stick with something with USB-A and not necessarily with one port with USB-C. So I think they're gonna, if anything, update it with. I hate to say it, but because I'm not sure how I feel about USB-C yet too, since all my devices have USB-A, and I think that says something for a lot of people too, where you might have to get a lot of dongles or a lot of hubs or whatever, or I should say adapters.
Dongles.
So and I also said, like, someone who's like, oh, I want to, I kind of say, hey, get an Air. I mean, the starting price right now is $1,000, $999, and yeah, that's a lot when you could get a Windows, lower end or middle end. I mean, you can get something for like $500. It's probably just as good on a Windows side. But I mean, if you really want to go Apple and you don't want to go Mini, which again, I suppose that hasn't been updated lately either. And you want to go laptop, then your cheapest option would be the Air right now, because it's got USB-A and it's got a little bit better performance than, I would say, the MacBook, which is the 12-inch, and that's mostly just thin. I mean, it is really nice. It looks sleek. So I don't know. What do you guys think? And
I think the Air it's nice for some people. I don't personally feel like it's something I would want. I just well honestly, because I'd rather just have an iPad.
That versus like the MacBook. And I guess you could. I'm just going with someone who wants a laptop. I know you could go into the argument of the iPads or whatever, but
and I would, and I will.
I know, but and maybe there's someone who just doesn't want to go that route. Doesn't want to go iOS.
Well, it's a better, as far as I'm concerned, it's a better OS. I mean, it's not as capable.
But it does limit you too.
It does, but the audience we're talking about should be limited, frankly.
Don't say that.
Truth. Some truth.
I don't want to compromise if I don't have to. And I feel like having a laptop doesn't compromise me. Like if I have a tablet, just a tablet,
yeah,
I'm compromised. I'm limited. And if I want, like, and now again, you can get into different parts, like, oh, is this just a separate computer versus like you have your main one and you want something for traveling? Then I could make the argument maybe for tablet. But if you just have one computer only, I don't know.
So here's the thing. You're going to spend, like, if you get an iPad Pro with a smart keyboard, I think you're spending about the same amount.
Yeah, and it's newer. I get that.
Well, actually, maybe even a little. Yeah, it's pretty close, because I'm thinking even with. No, yeah, it's going to be less. I think you're going to spend less if you get an iPad Pro and a keyboard, depending on which size you get. But if you don't get a case for it and you don't get a Apple Pencil, I think you're going to be less than $1,000 with that. And personally, I really enjoy that that iPad Pro with the smart keyboard. Yeah, it is. It's a matter of what you like, but like the thinness and just the wrappable keyboard. You're not gonna get obviously it's not 13. It's not a 13-inch. I guess that's a trade-off.
But you also start off, like, starting is 128 gigs. What's starting with your iPad?
Is it not 120? Maybe it's 64. So. Okay, well, what is it?
What are you talking? The 10? Are you talking the 10? Or are you talking the other one? Are you talking the iPad Pro?
Yes, I am talking the iPad Pro. As a matter of fact, the only one that you can get the smart keyboard with.
Well, you can't do that with the 12.9.
That is also a Pro.
Yeah, or 10.5. That's what I'm going with.
In either case, but the 10.5. Well, okay, 12.9 is basically 13, I guess. You're going to spend more in that case. Is that? Yeah, I guess I wasn't considering that. But
what
with the 10.5? Oh, that's right. You're talking sizes still here. What are the sizes? What are the sizes? I don't even know. I have no idea because it doesn't matter for
the size of what?
47.
Exactly.
I thought you were. I don't know.
I'm looking now. All right. Are you looking? Because I'm looking.
Are they going to bring the numpad back on any of them? Because in my most recent purchase,
Yes!
I went Windows because there was no numpad, and as a developer / programmer, it's like I need that.
I don't. That's why, and I know we're getting on a tangent here, but just to quick say this, I don't know if you guys have seen the iMac Pro keyboard. That's the keyboard I want because it's got the wirelessness of the full keyboard. It's thin it's really thin. It looks really good, and it's got that keyboard, that keypad that you're talking about. Because I use that a lot at work all the time, and I'm just saying I'd like that, and I want, and they're keyboards that they sell with like an iPad or what is it, a Mac, an iMac. They just have that small little thin keyboard with basically where it just ends at like the enter key, and then on the left side it goes to the caps lock, and that's it. I mean, you don't have the up, down, left, right, which I guess I could go here or there with, but I like that number pad, and. You can't get that iMac Pro keyboard anywhere else unless you buy that $5,000 iMac Pro.
That is the only Apple device, period, right?
Those keyboard and mice for $300 on eBay because they know that.
Well,
that you can't get those. Yeah, or 500, 400, 500, whatever. I looked a little bit just here and there, but I'm like, oh man, Apple just really needs to sell those. I know people would buy those like crazy.
Okay, but it's the color you're after, right? That's.
Yeah,
primarily.
You're right. It's the color, but it's also the look of it, too, because I couldn't get that even in silver.
But you can get... Okay, so something I hadn't even really considered is the fact that... So with the iMac Pro, with both the iMac Pro and the traditional iMac, you can get a numpad on that keyboard, right?
Well,
or if you... I guess the external keyboard, which... Did I just flash my... Sorry about that. Whenever you saw it. It's only the audience knows. But yeah, if you get an external keyboard, I suppose you can Dave, you can get if you get an external keyboard for a Mac or or if you hook up any external keyboard, I suppose you can get it on there.
That's hard though. These coffee shops just need to make their desks a little wider, and I can probably get away with that.
Well, I have a really good keyboard, but I spend a little bit on it because I like the I don't even know what they call the
dongle.
Not the dongle, the keyboard.
Dongle.
I should say I paid for it. Whatever. I don't even remember what it's called. Now I'm blanking on exactly the technology behind it, but it's not your typical keyboard.
How are we gonna buy it, Tony? I was gonna have my Alexa go buy it right now, and I can't. Alexa, buy a W keyboard. She's gonna send me some weird ass
WASD
keyboard in the shape of a W.
Mechanical keyboard. Wow, I couldn't think of that. It's a mechanical keyboard. That's what I have. But it is thick. It's big. It's it's whatever. I don't know. But seeing the iMac Pro keyboard it looked nice. I like the dark space gray, look. When all you've seen before was their silver or their thin one without the keypad, the number or the
You know what other Apple keyboard comes in space gray? The iPad
Pro.
iPad Pro.
iPad Pro has a keyboard?
Maybe it's just black. I don't know, but it looks gray to me. Anyway.
I didn't like a physical keyboard. The iPad comes with a physical keyboard.
No, it doesn't come with it. It's the smart keyboard I've been talking about.
You talked about that?
Yeah. Remember the whole reason I really like it so much and why I got my parents.
It's nice, but it doesn't have a number keypad on
Man, this keyboard's so smart.
It doesn't. Yeah.
No, but I mean, you are. I like that, and I'm sure that's a lot, or that's great for again, travelers or people want something small with a small footprint or whatever. But I think if you don't want to make that jump from just iPad with a keyboard and you want a laptop, it's the Air, which I still think is good, even if it's a little dated, or the other Mac options.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I would go full iOS only especially if it's your main only computer. But some people might disagree, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, wait for Microsoft Update Tuesdays. You might go to there's been very close, or I almost threw this laptop off my balcony here on Tuesdays because of these updates, and I'm like, really?
Oh boy.
And then Windows 10 anniversary came out.
We could get into a whole different discussion about Windows if we want.
We'll save that for later.
I don't know about you could go Surface and all that, and there's some ups and downs about that too if you want. But I don't know. Yeah,
true.
I consider it a Surface.
But yeah, I guess like a 10.5 inch iPad Pro, 64 gigs, $649, and then you get however much that keyboard is. With Shane said that smart one. How much was that one? That keyboard?
160, I believe. Same as the AirPods.
Okay. So you're basically looking at $8 or $900. I mean, okay, it's maybe a little shy of $900
for the 10.5, right? The 12.9, you're gonna pay more, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No, but I was going with the 10.5 inch.
Yeah.
So $650 plus your I'm rounding, but 150, 160 keyboard.
Something else to bear in mind is unless I'm mistaken, you're not getting a Retina display on your MacBook Air, correct?
No, you're not. That's true. But I don't know if they necessarily. I'm trying to think of the demographic who wants just a basic laptop, and maybe they want to go that route too. Again, you're losing the storage if you're going the 64 gig and Wi-Fi only. But again, you'd be doing Wi-Fi only on a laptop too.
I think doing 64 gigs still.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But it's different. But again, it's. I mean, if you just had that your 10.5 inch laptop or your tablet only, Shane, you got rid of everything else you had. I mean, I know you're a special case though.
Well, thank you.
I don't want to say that in in tech we do different things, So I don't know if we can be. Use us as examples.
You're also probably not getting the True Tone or the what is it, 248 frames, or what is it? No, the 240
hertz.
240. Okay. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. The refresh rate.
You're not getting that kind of stuff. I don't know. Yeah. That might not be. I don't know, but something I think people appreciate without even necessarily appreciating it. Personally, I think it's.
No, that's good. And if you're doing something more visually appealing or whatever, and you need that display, yeah, that's probably a good option. But if you're just doing like Word documents or something like that, and you just want something that's small and you can quickly take in and out of your bag or whatever, and you want something that doesn't necessarily break the bank with some decent storage, then maybe the dated Air looks like a good option for you.
I need that Retina for my PHP.
But the Air or the Retina does, I do like that too. You can Retina for your PHP, that's nice too. I mean, even if you're a programmer too, you don't necessarily need that either. But yeah, I don't know. It looks nicer.
Functions.
If you want more storage than anything, and I maybe I'm making the wrong argument too, because if you just want something with storage and you want something cheap, you might not even go Mac. So
how dare you?
I know, blasphemy, whatever. Yeah, but I'm just saying. I mean, there's arguments to be made about the tablets as well as the laptops, and even more like if you want a MacBook Pro or something like that too. So,
yeah,
lots of different things. But yeah, we spent too much time on it.
Did we spend too much time? All right, well,
well, this is your wheelhouse too, so. I felt like you were just having as much fun.
Well, was there anything that was left out, Tony? I want to make sure. Did you cover
good.
it all?
I like that they're starting off the year with, well, hopefully, I guess this is all maybe speculation still, but again, based on the sources, I feel like something's going to come out this year, and looking forward to see what Apple has mostly going this year for everything from their tablets to, well, really, or to their laptops. Yeah, we'll see.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Big day.
Then I will go ahead
Good discussion.
I'll round out the news here with an article from AV Club, which I believe is a sister company of The Onion, which I don't know if you want to take that weird one. But there's nothing about this article. I don't think the AV Club does anything satirical, so I'll start off by saying that this is a product recommendation sort of article, and it is called, and I'll stay right up front, we're only I'm only talking about the first part. That's a 3-part, which is kind of different, but it's called A Desk, A Mannered Book, and a Live Album That's Anything But. But I'm only talking about the first 2 words of this entire article, which says A Desk. And it is referring to a desk from a synth company called Output, and they made a compact, not compact, computer term, Scandinavian-inspired, relatively affordable studio desk that's made of high-quality materials, and really it's just wood. It's the high-quality material.
Really fancy.
Looks like quality wood.
Yes.
I like it.
It is called the Platform Studio Desk, and it's multi-tiered with several different compartments, which in the way there is a video that accompanies this and that is put out by Output, and they say it's 3U rack spaces. So if that's anything like it sounds like it's very similar. Tony, you're I'm sure pretty familiar with the way that server rack spaces work. I think it's similar to that regard when they say 3U. That's like 3 units, right? Tall.
Yeah.
Similar with
Blades?
Yeah, I think
Like
that
one
that
U
might be
is
another
blade.
way. That might be another word for it,
Okay.
right? But in this case, it's more for a personal studio, right? So you can just get
Yeah.
3 of those for each of the 3 compartments in this, or specifically, there are some that are 3 units high already. You can get an individual, mixer type of device that's already a 3U. So you can put any of those however you like or rearranged in there. It does come with its own cable management system in both the back and the front, and that's kind of I don't know if you can necessarily call it that, but that's what they refer to it as essentially.
Well, I looked in the back of it because I did watch the video, and
Yeah.
I'm like, this is really good. I like the cable management.
They've got-
'cause I don't like seeing cables.
Really, it's just
I hate seeing
holes in the
cables.
holes in the desk
I'm outta
that go from top to bottom, right? That's really what it,
Well, I did that.
what happened. What did you do? I missed it.
I just took a
Yeah,
sip of
bottle,
my
wow.
wine out of the bottle.
Nice.
But go on, I don't mean to interrupt.
No
But
problem.
I'm watching the video right now, and I just like how easy and how everything looks so nice and clean with the cable management. Because seeing cables on a desk, I know I'm. If you were to see my desk right now, you'd think I was the biggest hypocrite in the world because I see all of them.
Mine's ridiculous.
But I like how clean that looks. But go on.
Yeah. Well, everyone
Minimalist
likes the
style all
idea
way.
of it.
Let's go.
Exactly.
What's that, Dave?
I was saying minimalist style all the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Wireless everything.
Not to beat a dead horse here, but some of the video they show like the bad keyboard that I don't like from Mac, and then some of it they show the good one with actually the number lock, the number keypad on it. So they kind of go back and forth a little bit. And now the one with the keypad or the number lock keypad, it's a wired one with the 2 USBs on the side. It's wired, so there's your cable, but whatever. It's still all right. Shane? Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, I think their cable management essentially consists of holes in the desk, though. Really, like
Yes.
from top to bottom.
And different guides like to put it all so it flows evenly. I mean, that's part of it. It's not just so it looks like a mess behind the scenes. It actually looks really good behind the scenes too. So
Well,
but
yeah,
I don't know.
they're gonna make it look good, right?
But go on.
Yeah, so you can drag your wires. Yeah, basically the holes in the back, they go through all the different tiers in a vertical line, so you can put them, from top to bottom, vertically. And in the front, they just have, I think, a couple of different slots in case you need to bring your wires around back that way. And all right, so it also has a very long height adjustable drawer beneath that can hold up to an 88 note keyboard, which is something that honestly I've been wanting for the longest damn time. Something basically that has that, and it's sort of ironic too because I have one downstairs that is similar. I'm not using it currently, and actually Tony has my keyboard now anyway. But at least the long one. I have a smaller one at this point. But the thing that was actually possibly the most interesting about this particular drawer is it has a cutout for your knees, so it's really it's not even like a straight board like you might think. I mean, it's more or less a shorter board on each side, more or less, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, like that's something I know when I've dealt with sort of attachable keyboard drawers in the past. That's something I know I've had to deal with, was like trying to figure out where my knees go, or making enough space for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it is made of 100% real wood, and it does come in two colors: the natural, which is $549, which is, I don't know if you call that affordable or not, but
$5.49.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. That is great. It is a great price.
Wow.
And then
If it
Kodiak
was really that price, I'd question it.
Kodiak Brown for only $1 more, $649.
There you go. I kind of like the darkerness too, but I know Shane will be like, big surprise.
And they did talk about how the natural was coated with a sort of, what do you call that sort of coating, and very technical.
Varnish?
Yeah, that could be it.
Something, I don't know.
And then the Kodiak Brown, I think the main reason that the Kodiak Brown is actually $100 more is because it's stained 3 times, and it sounded very meticulous and everything, and it looks very nice, but also very heavy. Was part of this particular author's concern, is you probably will need an extra person to actually, even before it gets disassembled, to even be able to carry the thing around the box for it. And you can go ahead and you can purchase that at output.com/product/platform. And that's /.
When's your desk coming, Shane?
It's my, yeah, I don't know. I think, to be perfectly honest, it sounds nice, but I probably would be more likely to go with something like what you have, Tony. Just the standing desk. Even though I did just read today that the standing desk thing is, you only end up burning like an extra 50-some calories over a 6-hour period or something, standing versus sitting. But it all adds up.
I got it, to burn calories. I just got it to change stuff up.
Because it's cool.
It's not about,
because it moves.
Well,
you digest better while you stand. So,
but also it is about just changing it up, but moving around, and there's more about that than anything. But I liked how long it was too. Although I got the long one. So it moves, but it was it's heavy too. I know you said that one was heavy. So
this is heavy, Doc. This is heavy, Doc.
But I like the idea of like, all right, I've been sitting a while, standing. Last week I worked from home for the first time, and pretty nice. So
look at you.
I actually enjoyed myself working from home. I'm like, I can get up, take a break, walk around. What do I need to do
some laundry,
come back. Yeah, all that stuff, everything. I didn't do laundry, but but I mean, I did other things, like I took the trash out.
There you go.
So something.
Taking the trash out, that is a chore that, I don't know. It's oddly.
Well, it's like weird. Like when you have all the time in the world, you're like, I don't want to do this right now. But then it's like, all right, I need a break. I gotta do something else.
Yeah, I need a break from work. I'm taking the trash out.
It's weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, I want to take all the trash out, all the garbages right now. I'm working, but I need a quick break because I just did a whole bunch of stuff.
Sometimes a break is just taking your mind off of something, really. Like
exactly, and it's
that's what cleaning the dishes is for.
There you go.
I think I threw a couple dishes in the dishwasher too. I don't know. Took the dog Sammy out. She went outside. But it is nice. You sit a while, and then you just want to change of pace. You just raise the desk, and I do have the standing desk. I don't know. From I think it's Uplift or whatever, and it is pricey. It was pricier than what Shane was saying about his desk. So
yeah.
I know, but I got the longer one, like the 70-inch one, because I wanted to be kind of bigger. But they have a lot of different options too. There's some smaller options. There's some cheaper options, but
Emperor chair. That's my ultimate desk. I'm gonna get.
Wait, is it desk or a chair?
Emperor chair.
Emperor chair. Is that the company?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah. Granted, the base model you're looking at $12 grand, but It literally,
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
it's got triple monitor, and you sit in this thing like you're ready to launch into space.
Okay, does it come with the monitors?
No,
I don't mean to laugh, but
All right,
It's
I'm
ridiculous.
seeing this right now. It does look pretty nice.
it is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
there'll be a day where I'm gonna have a clear room, and all you're gonna see is that in the middle.
It looks
That's
like
it.
looks like something out of Robot World or something. Like
Yeah,
It does look nice. This uses a cup holder too for my coffee.
it'll be a business expense though. So
it looks like a dentist chair. What did we talk about? Maybe we talked about this.
We talked about something similar to it, where you
Yeah.
have your desk and then you can kind of like lay back or whatever and move around. This is sort of maybe the same idea in one of the earlier
This
podcasts.
this is like
I like all the screens. I do like a lot of screen real estate or desktop real estate for I have a
Yes.
crazy amount of crap open. So
yes.
at least with work anyway. So I do like my at least dual monitors, but I like more than that if possible.
wow.
Agreed.
That's
Yes.
crazy. All right. Well,
It's nice, but yeah, I can see
Yeah.
why it would be 12
maybe
grand.
for a future XP boost or something here.
That's the base model. Wait till you get to the $40,000 version.
All right, I'm done. I don't even talking about $1,000 laptops. You got $40,000 chairs with displays all over the place.
But it's so cool.
yeah,
it is
that's
cool. It looks
interesting.
nice.
Very interesting. All right. Well, let's move on to some tech we feel needs improvement.
You know what really grinds my gears?
And I'll tell you what grinds my gears. Oh wait, what do I have to start everyone off with? You know what really grinds my gears is something I don't. Have we talked about Tony? I don't think
What?
I checked. I checked the backlog a bit. I mean, by
Okay.
that I did a Control F.
Hey, that's the best way to check the
For us-
backlog. I get it. I like it. I like where your head's at.
Command F because I'm an Apple fanboy, but we're talking about printers here and how much
Oh my
they
God,
suck.
you're right.
Just
Yeah.
the worst. Not just by themselves. Because like when Tony and I went to school, we had to disassemble and reassemble these things, and that was bad. I mean, that was
That was bad. There was like
worst.
probably 100 screws. They weighed about 40 or 50 pounds. Well, maybe I'm exaggerating. 30, 20 pounds. I mean, they were heavy. They were heavy with a whole bunch of crap in it. Nowadays, I'm sure they're a little better. But, oh my God. I would put them back together. I'd still have 10 screws left.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. that's
we didn't
what
get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
I mean, unless our grades got docked, that could have happened. But
Well,
well, and even aside, so that's I mean that's one aspect. Even just dealing with printers in general. So inkjets, right? classic,
Those were
inkjet.
lasers, I guess. Those are old school lasers with like a fuse and the toner and all that crap. But go on.
Yeah, so it really does seem like, or it almost feels like, I won't say literally, almost literally, feels like every time I that I need to buy a new one every time, after every use, pretty much, because at least this latest one I got, I swear, I printed off a few things here and there, and the thing within a year's time, I swear it seemed like it was done, like it. Or just, I'd turn it on, I'd leave it on, and then it would stop working, and then I need to turn it off, turn it back on, and then
Doesn't the ink expire after a while though?
Oh, probably.
If you
even
don't
that.
use it.
I'm sure it does.
Well, here it is. I don't know what you have right now, but I got my parents this laser. It's black and white, and they've had it for a while now. And I think it's been over a year, maybe a year and a half. And they're like, Tony, I need new toner. Where do I get toner?
Yeah.
I got them a 2-pack now. This is maybe like a month ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I'm thinking whenever I set that up, it had to have been over a year. So I'm actually rocking the lasers. It's pretty good. I don't know. I
Freaking laser beams.
well, the thing
Sharks
is,
with freaking lasers
I don't know
on their
if I
head.
use a printer to that much to justify a
No.
laser, but
Well, so here's another thing, right? So there's a couple things I want to say. The printer I have downstairs still, and I think I've just basically given up on it completely now because the last time I was just trying to print off my grandma's 23andMe stuff, right? And I couldn't make it through. I mean, I was trying to print a lot, but the thing wouldn't, it just decided it was going to stop printing every 10 pages or something. And I was like, all right, I am done. Now, there's two other two other. I do have an old printer here. It's not like an all-in-one or anything. It's just an old. It's a pretty high quality old. What is it? A Canon or maybe can't see from here. It's either a Canon or an HP, one of those. But I mean, it was pretty high quality. So and who knows? Maybe that ink is expired now. I'd like to try that. Now, on the other hand,
Sure.
I do also have a color laser printer down here that I've never even used. But someone I have.
Someone destroyed it.
No. There was a friend who I was helping move out at one point. Actually, a mutual friend of Dave and ours, who just they were gonna throw it out. So I took it, and I haven't even used it since. So that might be a possibility. I've been leery about opening this or using this thing at all ever since I read about like the particles that could potentially be carcinogens, or is that the word? Have carcinogens in them or something.
Wait, for what kind of printer?
For laser printers specifically. Yeah. So that's a concern of mine. One that I haven't. Depending on which one of these printers actually work for me, though, ultimately is what I'll probably use. Even though I use printers so little, it's just that when I need to...
Is it an irrational concern of yours?
It could be. I mean, there was legit articles out there that were talking about it at the time. You know, studies.
I mean,
or
I'm just saying, like when we're at work or whatever. I mean, there's laser printers all over the place, copiers, everything, and
I try to keep my distance.
I mean, that might be something too. You might be onto something. I don't know.
I try to keep my distance from them as best I can, and I do. Now, it could be. Now I realize there's some sort of like electrical thing that happens there that when I get close to a laser printer, I smell something. I don't know if it's a toner, and I don't know if it's sort of the static charge that it sort of produces in the printer.
So you don't think you'd ever get a laser printer? Is that what you're saying?
Even though I have one, technically.
Well,
at this point, I wouldn't maybe go out of my. I don't even want to.
I don't know.
I don't even want to use printers. It's just that you still have to use them occasionally.
I know.
Right?
I don't like using them either. I don't use.
I just draw everything.
I mean, I kind of print from.
Give it to him.
This is my carbon copy. Here you go.
There's
is that crayon? Sure is.
Only the best for you, sir.
You need to use one though. I don't know. Well, from time to time, people need to use them. I don't know.
Yes. Well, that's the problem, right? I wish I did.
And I mean, is it? I don't know. Is it healthier to use inkjet? Is that what you're kind of saying?
Maybe.
I never thought.
Go ahead, Dave.
I do like it when you go to like a small business, like whatever it might be. I think I paid a parking ticket in a small town once, and the printer they had was extremely archaic.
Like dot matrix.
Oh, it was dot matrix, and
nice.
You could tell that they've become accustomed to saying, "Oh yeah, sorry, we got this old dinosaur here," and then you laugh at the joke, and then you'll sit there for the next 10 minutes just staring at this thing, print out like 8 words, and you're just like, "Sorry, I would have dumped my coffee on that like weeks ago," but that's just me.
You just feel pity for here's $100. Go buy yourself a new printer. Like, right. For God's sake.
Please.
Not even. You can get, I mean, you don't even need to spend that kind of money on a printer now. But
yeah.
But that's the problem. Like, it costs just as much for the ink as it does to buy a new printer in a lot of cases, which is very wasteful. Let's be honest.
It is.
Like,
well, and that's one of the reasons I went with laser with my parents. Well, that it lasts longer, I suppose, and what they print out black and white. But I also think, like, I had a printer once, and I did the inkjet thing, and it's like I would use it here and there, not all the time. And it's like I just bought this ink, and then maybe 3 or 4 months went by. I'm like, okay, this ink isn't working, or 5. It might have been longer. So then it's like, gotta buy ink again for this one thing. So then that's where it gets expensive. But with laser, toner doesn't go bad. That was my argument.
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, I don't know if I really knew
powder
that.
inside that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is powder. No, you say what you will with inhaling or whatever. I don't know enough about that to make a comment about
it. Inhaling print toner. It's the new Tide Pods.
It lasts. What?
Inhaling print toner.
For you.
It's the new Tide Pods.
Don't
don't inhale print toner, kids.
Oh boy.
Definitely don't do that.
Toner just got all this black soot on your face. You're like,
are you saying that's just as bad as eating a Tide Pod? Is that what you're saying?
Probably.
Oh,
No,
boy.
I don't know. I won't pretend to know.
Do you wear a mask to work, Shane? So you
Oh
don't.
my god.
He passed in a copier. He's got to cover.
I'm
his
not
mouth.
making this up. This was a legit thing.
All I'm asking is what you do when you're at work.
I try to stay clear of the printers. That's all I'm saying.
So you don't inhale. I got it.
Abstinence. I like that. Okay.
Abstaining from. Yes. Okay. Well, I think that's my rant on printers. Unless there's anything you guys wanted to add.
I almost want to go laser, but now I don't because Shane is making me into a tinfoil hat, kind of paranoid little putz.
See,
The other thing-
you like
the
to
other
give me
thing I
crap,
wanna
and then
say
you're
is
like in the back of
I
your
want
head.
something wireless that works with the iPhone. That's all.
Oh yeah,
Epson.
and my
That's
well,
my favorite thus far.
my current HP does that. Well, it did that. It's very intermittent, very sporadic with its printing, unfortunately. So I want to say. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, I think most modern wireless printers do support AirPrint at least.
Oh, that's good. All right. Well, I'm not
I
in
had to
the
guess.
market, but if I was, I would probably look into something with, printing from a smartphone.
Yes.
Well, and then maybe one that doesn't cause cancer or make you paranoid.
Tony, you like to argue the point, and then you still believe me. I don't know.
Great.
Well,
great
that's right.
selling points.
It's a little of everything with me.
All right. Well,
We can go on.
yes. Let us mosey on here.
XP. Boost.
Tonight we're talking about
Whoa!
safety razors. Safety razor or razor singular, really. Unless either of you have any experience with these by chance.
No.
None.
Okay,
Just
all right.
the dangerous razors, none of the safety kind.
Find safety versus what I use, which is
Well-
electric and or Harry's.
Well, it is actually a rather ironic term, I think, because the safety razor is more traditional and it came before our current razors, and it was only safety. Now I don't know the exact history, but if I had to guess, it was the straight blade. And Tony, we were just talking about this, but I think the straight blade is actually like straight up like blade that you would shave with. And then I think the safety razor was basically the answer to that, to have some sort of guard on it. You know, I should have brought it. Wonder if I should go get it quick. Is that good radio?
Well, if you want to, but again, we're not seeing you.
Oh yeah, you guys don't even see me. So talk amongst yourselves. It'll be 2 seconds.
You are on the live though, on the live broadcast.
Broadcast.
I'm watching it right now on YouTube.
Okay, he left. So, what do you use for razors?
I use the Mach 3. I've literally they're the I think it's a 6-blade, but then it has like the single blade on the back, which I'll use that. You know,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna line some things up. I don't want to look like trash.
Okay, was that 2 seconds?
I'll line it up.
I don't like trash.
Mach 3. I just bought like 4. It was 4 packs of 4, so 16. Because I can do math. It's 16 of them.
Oh yeah, I heard about that math everybody's talking about.
It's tricky,
He's a
but
good
once you
math
get
guy.
it down, man, life is a lot easier.
Holla.
Big day.
Big
All right, those not familiar, this is what it basically looks like. It is this one in particular is the Vanderhagen traditional safety razor, 110 millimeter gunmetal, and that's the color of it anyway, which I think is a really cool color. It's kind of like black onyx sort of a look, I think. Maybe not quite, but pretty similar sort of look.
Very cool.
So and the Riz, so what it put in here is it's sort of like a reverse technology, in the sense that it's almost going backwards from our modern day razors, right? It's something I've always wanted to try because I've read good things about them, and that it does give you a good shave. And I just happen to be at my local Walgreens down the road.
Ooh.
Excuse me.
Take that, CVS.
Ooh. Aw, snap.
Tony's familiar. But I thought the gunmetal look looked pretty sweet, and the one thing about this is the blades are certainly very sharp. You just you basically and it was what we kind of discussed, Tony. You unscrew the bottom and it opens up like sort of alien style or something, and the blade just pops out just like so. It's probably not the best thing to do when I'm drinking, but
I don't know why not.
Screws
Where'd
back
the blade
in.
go? I don't know. Drink.
I wish I could see you. I don't understand what's
Oh, you guys can't see me. That's right. Crap. Well,
I'm watching the live though.
There you go. Seeing it
It's
on
there.
delayed. So I'm just
live
waiting.
on
I'm like,
where?
oh, I'm waiting.
Where are you watching it live?
YouTube.
I gotta figure that
they
out.
got YouTube live. All
I got my dual monitor, Tony. My secondary.
Oh,
monitor.
look at me! I got the dual monitors.
Surprised you don't have dual
My
monitors with your
my
big
office.
fancy desk, Tony.
Did you say YouTube? All right.
YouTubins.
All right.
So as you saw, as you can see, you unscrew the bottom to open it up, and then you insert a blade or a new blade into the top, and then screw it back on. Works like a charm. And I wasn't really sure exactly what to expect when I was using this thing, but I really gotta say, I don't know for sure if I've ever really had this good of a shave, and I sound like I'm supporting it or something, but I'm really not. I promise you, I'm not making any money. I'm not making any money off this podcast, let alone from them.
What are you talking about? It looks terrible. I see all this hair on your face right now.
Yeah.
All right, for the record, I'm only
You didn't shave your
shaving.
lip.
I'm only shaving down here for the
Didn't
record.
work.
Valid point, Tony.
No, I'm kidding. I'm screwing around. I know.
No.
You always do certain-
I'm glad you brought it up because I was going to do that if you didn't. All right. Was going to forget probably, but really just down here and up here.
I was gonna forget probably.
That's how I work. But the way I would kind of describe it though is it essentially kind of combines the razor, our modern day razors, with the trimmer that's on the back of our modern day razors, right? The 5 blades,
Yeah.
and it
That's what I got.
essentially gives you a precise, straight edge line on both sides of this thing, which I think is really nice. And what one pro I would say about it is that it doesn't clog up like our 5-blade razors the same way, right? I feel like
That's a good one.
there's maybe more,
Okay.
but the con of that being that that your hairs just kind of free fall then, right to the sink or wherever you happen to be shaving. So, but I think it's worth it because it's a much faster shave, I think. Another con with that being, with the blades being as sharp as they are, you're going to potentially get cut more frequently. But that tends to be the case with me anyway. Like, I don't... there's some times where I won't cut myself, but it does happen on a fairly regular basis, I will say. And so far with this one, at the same time, I haven't needed to use, like, pieces of toilet paper to, try to heal. I haven't bled that bad since using it at the same time, so that's good, right? But it's just been
I would have to say so.
very quick so far. Very quick shaves. And the fact that it's straight. Like, I feel like that's a constant struggle with me with some of these 5-blade razors, is that it's not, you got those 5 blades and it's not like a straight line, right? And that's why I have to go back and use the trimmer after the fact. But it's just kind of like a one and done sort of deal with this kind of a razor, I feel like. And you can, I've read, I believe you can use this with a shaving cream or gel type of thing. It doesn't, there's really no difference there. I've just been using it without completely, and it's been fast and nice in that sense. But yeah, like I just rinse it off like it would typically. I actually just put it under the faucet, and that's been fine. I haven't really noticed any rusting or anything like that from it. It's not like it's a. It does say it's gunmetal. It doesn't say stainless steel per se, but or does it say that somewhere? No, it does say that. The blades at least are stainless steel, made in ice tempered stainless steel blades that it comes with here. Made in Germany, the finest of the engineering. Right? That's.
Oh heavens!
But yeah, it's been great. And it does come with five blades in this pack, which I'm already using the one of them. But it's been lasting so far, and it's been, I don't know, a few weeks at this point. And well, yeah, no, I said it comes with 5 blades. Ironically, because of the 5 blade razors, and this is a 1 blade razor that does a better job somehow. $24.99 at Walgreens.
Ooh.
That's where I picked it up. Is that a lot? I don't know.
How much are the blade replacements?
Ooh, that I don't know. That is.
I'll just buy the ones at Menards for like the utility blades.
Yeah, I'm a rough guy. I need money.
I'll fair warn. Neither myself nor this podcast is responsible if you happen to like slice open your jugular or something with this thing. Be careful. Please.
Does that happen a lot with people shaving?
I'm shaving.
I think we need to rethink this. Maybe people shouldn't be shaving if that happens. Oh, heavens.
Well, it's kind of funny too because if you go to their website, I don't even. It's one of those deals where I don't think they sell the actual razors on their site. They just sell sort of products for them, different shave sets and stuff like that. Oh wait, no. They do have one razor here. Yeah, okay. That one's just black. $24.99.
Ooh,
razor blade. Okay, razor blades. Here's one right here. How much?
Okay.
How much? I'm trying to see how many they have in this particular pack. How much would you guys guess a set of 5 blades is? Just take a wild guess.
$8.
$50.
$7.99.
$5. $5. That's $1 a blade.
How is that cheaper than like what is it, Gillette? It's like $50
cheap
for every other one or whatever.
36 for 12, so you're at $3 pop.
Oh. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's why I always just end up buying.
You sold me, Shane. Let's do it. Where do I go? How do I do this? Walgreens.com. Let's do it.
Or just Walgreens. Walk into one, perhaps.
Oh, like to an actual physical store? Who does that? People go places to buy stuff? What?
Sure, why not? I'm giving this thing 5 out of 5 stars because I've never had a better shave in my life. And
well, shave your whole face first, and then tell us that.
Well, all right. I mean, let's face it. This isn't gonna go. I mean, I can try to do this all with it, but usually I'm gonna use a trimmer for that. Anyway.
I want to see babyface Shane, and then I want to see 5 stars. That'll sell me.
I'll try it. I'm not gonna lie, Tony. I will try to shave this all off at some point.
Right now, let's do it.
All right, let's go. Let's go to town.
Let's do a dry shave. Don't put any water or any kind of cream on. No, I'm just kidding. That's mean.
Why not? That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been doing. Why not?
You don't do it without water, at least?
Not like I rinsed it off after the fact.
You've got a beard going right now. I don't want you to like. It's like taking an arm off with like a,
It's not. It's not at all.
No.
You know what the worst is though? Right here, the mustache hair. Shaving that always has been pretty rough for me. But
yeah,
I'll see. I'm gonna try.
I don't want you to. I'm just talking foolish. You don't have to, shave.
I'll report. I'll report back.
At least not feel bad. I don't want you to suffer.
I think at some point I'm gonna have to shave this. Next time I shave off the beard, I'm gonna try using this first, and then I will report back.
All right.
With a bloody face.
Oh my God. I almost feel like we got to see it just so we know.
Yeah.
Yep. Blindfolded.
Just take my word.
Blindfolded.
Yep. Blindfold. Boy, now we're getting crazy. Oh boy.
Any other questions, comments, or concerns regarding this?
I want to try this. Now, I'm not in the same, I don't know if you want to call it demographic or whatever, as you.
No.
But, I mean, I have an electric razor, and then I shave with a Harry's razor, and that blade is probably 3 months old. I mean, it's the last one I have, and I just use it for touch-ups when the electric one won't take. So, a lot different than I'm sure what Shane's used to, where he needs this, that, and the other. And, but I like the electric shaver is kind of like, I guess you could say a lawnmower, and then, for the touch-up spots is where the Harry razor comes in. So,
it's a lawnmower.
So.
Well, I mean, for a
See.
if you only need a lawnmower for a beard, Tony. See, I think
I know, but I feel like that's a good point too. But you know, a beard or something where I have a lot of like stubble or whatever. That's like my version of a beard with you. You know, like, and then like we have a trimmer is where you use the Harry's razor, and that's just the stuff that the electric shaver doesn't pick up. So.
Yeah, I haven't had great experience with electric. That's
Now you sound like my dad.
that's probably some of my worst experiences to be with shaving. Actually, I mean, it just seems like it takes longer. I don't know.
Especially when you put it under the water to clean it.
Yeah, why doesn't this thing work anymore?
It
I don't
cleans
get
it all in one thing. You're done with it. You put it in the. Well, I open it up. I take out the stubble, and then you put it in the thing. You push the button to clean it. That's what I got. The brown one. It's something.
Not bad.
I mean, it could it be better? I'm sure. Could it be worse? Yeah. So that's. I mean, and I don't shave every day. I'm like Shane over here.
I don't
Or
either.
even you.
I don't either.
I don't know. So, we're all different, so we all have different, situations.
Hairs.
Different. Yeah.
We all have different hairs.
Different kind of hair.
Well, I suppose we should let our audience try to get back to the Oscars that are going on, right? Because clearly everyone is watching this over that.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the glorious of the podcast.
10,000 of them
on
are gone.
demand. They can watch it at their leisure,
Yeah.
perhaps tomorrow or the next day.
There you go.
I rarely watch podcasts live. I don't know. That's,
Yeah, who does that?
I'm just saying. I don't. I probably never watch podcasts live. And,
I'm not gonna lie, I don't either. But
it's nice that it's there for people that want to, and like that we can provide that service. Shane almost has a heart attack daily just to make sure he can get this working for people and viewers like you, and not daily. I mean weekly. Sorry. Yeah.
I thank you. I mean, that's part of the reason I put this on Facebook Live was because it's a little more, it's a little easier to bring people in. Like if I see that going a live feed, I'm definitely more likely of joining really any kind of video. But yeah. Anyway,
Fair enough.
techiespodcast@gmail.com is our email address. We are on Facebook and Twitter at Techies Podcast. You can watch / listen. Nobody says / right? You got to be like watch or listen to us at. Why does it say that, Tony?
What say what?
Did you change it? We'll read Techies Podcast iTunes ratings. I don't remember putting that in there. I don't know.
I will admit it. I mean, I'll laugh first like a little schoolgirl or whatever you want to call it, but I didn't say that one.
Do we have? I don't think we have it. Do we have any ratings, Tony? Maybe we should actually look that up. I think
disclosure. I haven't looked.
I think we're gaining traction on. Look at that. No. Oh, there we are. Well, we're on the first page at least. That's something, right?
Hey, there you go.
Always a good thing. I know
Absolutely.
Dave's been trying to get me to get better SEO on the site. I just haven't made time for it. But
we got it though. We'll get it going.
We'll get it going.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, I can't even find iTunes. What is so hard about finding us on iTunes? Like,
pretty hard.
Algorithm.
This is a live demonstration. This is a live demonstration of why you should leave us ratings on iTunes right here, right now, because we can't really find us on iTunes. I don't think. Anyway, I don't think we have any new ratings. Last I checked, but Tony. No, nothing.
Nope.
Anyway, all right. Let's
wait. I don't have you.
No.
No, we got nothing. But leave us a rating, yeah.
Leave us a rating, yeah. So there is
5.
a link.
Yeah, 5 or better. 4 or nothing, just forget about it.
There is a direct link on our webpage to our iTunes, which is I'm actually checking. Nope, we do not. We have not received enough ratings to display an average for this podcast.
Ouch, that's a slap in the face.
Well, that's what we're dealing with here.
I think the minimum's 1.
Nah, I think someone's got to at least. I feel like left us.
Yeah, someone did, right?
I don't want to make an assumption. Maybe not. No one's left us anything. Whatever.
Anyway,
Go leave one.
our website is niceguynetwork.com/techies. That is where we also have a direct link to iTunes. Please leave us there if that's easy. Or I think you can search within iTunes. You used to have to fully type in Techies Podcast, and someone may have informed me that if you just type in Techies now, we're moving up. And I think you can actually find us that way now. We are on Alpha Geek Radio and Stitcher, and we record most Sundays at 6, 7 Central. And you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. And all those different channels. Nice Guy Network is where you can find us at those. Find our hosts on Twitter. Tony at Why Not Big T. Myself at Shave Mad Ox. David at Fall. Is that right? At Fall 5?
Fault number 5.
Fault the number 5. Right on. Right on. More shows like this at niceguynetwork.com. That is our show. Thank you, David, for coming back on again today. Much appreciated.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Tony.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, everyone else, for listening. That's our show. Thanks for listening. And until next time, tech her easy.
Please hang up and try again.
Again.
Is it?
Again.
Let's do it again. Let's do it over. Let's do it over.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah, I
back.
don't like that one.
Yeah,
Let's do it
no,
again.
that's a
Let's
bad
do the whole
take.
episode over.
All right, that was dress
I
rehearsal.
felt like I was there, but I wasn't. And I don't know if I burped at all. I might have. So we got to scratch this whole thing.
Jeez.
Not again.
God, jeez. Tony, you get any new spicy things lately? Any super spicy?
I actually had blazing for what was it? A couple days ago. I had a blazing wrap or whatever. God, I'm so out of it now. I don't. My stomach is just getting crazy with it.
I need to get you that daddle sauce again. Talk to my dad. We'll get that daddle pepper sauce.
Sounds good. Have I had it?
Get your mouth burning real good.
I'll take my mouth burning anytime. That's fine. I get that. But my stomach hurts. If it hurts, whatever. As long as I do something on a full stomach, I'll be all right.
Put hot sauce in my coffee.
Yeah. Holla. Hot sauce sounds really good.
Sriracha latte.
I had that. I had some hot pepper once in my. Likes spicy things but won't do beat ups challenge. What is that?
Oh, now you see it. Now you see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been there the whole time.
The whole time. Really?
That's all.
Runs marathon short by 0.16 miles. Oh, is it because of that one?
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. These were meant to be sort of
boy.
Bad Luck Brian. These were all kind of meant to be like Bad Luck Brian sort of, if you've ever seen those memes. Dave's was kind of like that. There you go, boy. But then like, better luck next time, son. Right away.
Great video. It's a great movie.
It is great. Even though you can't find it out there. It's super.
Should be it's on Mama Sack Productions. Mama Sack with a kangaroo.
Carolina Reaper.
Seriously?
That's what I did in a parking lot at work once.
Whoa.
That sucked.
Whoa. How'd you manage to get some of that stuff? That's
that was the one of the guys at work. We go on walks around the office park together or whatever. And he's like, I got one of these. Well, he had two of them, and
he's
I
like,
had one.
You're like, you got the stuff? He's like, you got the cash? No?
Well, no, it was
Is that
like
how it
3
works?
o'clock, and I usually leave at 4 for work or whatever. And we did it, and I'm like, all right, I'll do it. And it was hot. I hiccuped. It's, whatever. Okay. It was the stomach thing, though. It was like, okay, my stomach hurts like hell. I get home, it's like 4, probably till 7 o'clock. It hurt like hell. I'm like, what am I? I had milk. I think Shane said sugar might help. I think I was drinking sugar.
Bread,
Milk,
right?
calcium.
Stuff.
Is it calcium? Something?
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
But milk has lactic acid, so if anything, that's actually probably not going to help much. Just do like a Tums or a
I don't have Tums. Nah, I'll know that for next time. But it's more about like
Tums.
if something stays in your stomach longer, so then that's the discomfort. But
A banana. Eat a banana.
ooh, all right.
Bread's supposed to be one too.
Bread. I don't have bread though. I never have bread.
Eat sand. I heard that helps.
Sand. All right. I don't have sand either.
But the kind from a playground. You don't want not from the beach. It's too fine. It doesn't work well.
Yeah, but the playground
right here is
like
better.
whizzes in it or something.
Yeah.
Well, all
you
the
gotta
germs
watch
help though too.
Oh, there you go.
all the
Yeah.
Germs in the gum.
You wanna-
It all makes sense now. I like where your head's at.
See? Thank you. I appreciate
You
it.
want to build up those immunities. For sure.
All right, I'll have some pissy sand and would you say dirt? What do I don't have sand?
Gum. I mean, if there's gum there, you probably that's good.
There you go. Yeah.
Ants. If you can find an anthill built in the sand.
Ooh, yeah, those are the best
you're-
kind.
I mean, you're basically good to go at that one. I would get a sandwich bag and get some of that for later the next time too. Just put in your cupboard or whatever. Some ant sand.
Does it matter if it doesn't matter if they're dead ants?
I mean, I would prefer they're dead, but
yeah.
sometimes you work with what you got, right?
What if they're alive? Do I wait till they die, or do I just eat them and they die?
Well, you got to bring I think if you have a magnifying glass, make sure to have that on standby.
What does a magnifying glass do?
I'm
We
not
eat that
suggesting
too?
anything really, but
What?
ants had it coming really.
They get roasted.
How do I roast them? Do I have to put them in the
Magnifying
oven?
glass.
Wait, what?
Well, it's the sun's
magnifying
will.
glass.
It's the sun's will, really.
You
Oh,
ever
I-
burn
oh,
some
wait.
with a magnifying glass before?
I mean,
No, what do you burn?
I know I haven't
With
done
the-
that, but
You just you turn it a certain way so that it's got a concave, so it takes all the sun rays and puts it into a very finite space. And when
Oh,
you
and
put
then you
that
burn-
right on wood, it'll burn.
That sounds kind of cruel. Do I want to do that with ants?
I only know
wouldn't
this
do
from
that.
like
Eat
Bart
'em
Simpson.
live. Less cruel.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, maybe if I want hot ants, I guess I could see. But I guess I'm not looking to do much things if my stomach's hurting. I want to do something quick, right?
You're not seriously
throw
like taking any of this seriously, are you, Tony?
No, I mean, I guess I'm too good at playing fool. Yeah, I know you guys are fucking with me.
Hey, I ate,
there it
I ate
is.
that sand with ants in it. It didn't even work. Are you guys sure?
I think if I'm gonna want anything, it's Tom's. And you want to know something? That Fiber One cereal that works well in my stomach. Boom. That
Basically sand.
and exiting anything hot, exiting.
Boy.
Fiber One cereal.
Describe
That cooks it
exiting.
up good.
My vegan diet
Mass
helps quite a bit.
exodus? Is that what we're going
What?
for here? Mass exodus.
Well, you could say exiting anything hot stuff. Exiting. I want some Oreos. I want some damn Oreos. Look at you with your
They're vegan.
vegan-free Oreos.
Vegan free.
They're vegan.
I mean vegan.
They're cruelty free.
Oreos.
Oreos are cruelty free.
Well, now wait. With being vegan,
Bullshit, I want some.
Is it
It's
more
very
about being
cruel.
healthy, or is it more about the animals not being treated wrong?
Depends on the person. Me in particular, I started because of animals.
Okay.
I was a very unhealthy vegan. Actually, I was vegetarian for a while, which was even more unhealthy.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of when I worked at Walgreens, there's a lot of unhealthy vegetarians.
Yeah. But then once I went full plant-based,
Yeah.
then I just learned a bunch about food because I had to. Like you have to know something so you're keeping your numbers up and maintaining optimal health based on nutrient content and.
I don't know. I feel like people they use vegan as like a buzzword, and they're like, "Oh, I'm vegan now. I gotta tell everybody about it," and they really don't necessarily know
Or
a lot
like-
about it.
Or I
Or
say plant-based.
Gluten free
yeah,
is the
100%
like
plant-based.
That's more of a
gluten-free is another
buzzword
one
to me.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's if you have celiac disease. I mean, then you probably should do it. But there is something to be said of, as far as gluten and how it can affect people differently, like their intestinal tracts and digestion process.
Yeah, and then I heard because I got it was a thyroid disease, and they say I shouldn't have gluten stuff with it. I don't know. It's but I